Good day, everyone. I am Chaya Asingson, and I am going to report about the ethnic group Sama. So here's my outline of my report. What is Sama? And where do they come from, or what are their origins? What are their customs and cultural practices? What are their spiritual beliefs and rituals? What is their means of living? And lastly, what is their cultural dance? So it is expected that at the end of this video, we are going to answer all of these questions. So let's start. What is Sama? Sama is one of the three ethnic groups in Sulu Archipelago alongside with Yakan and the Tausug. So, ang Sulu Archipelago po, makikita po natin dito ngayon kung saan po banda yung Sulu Archipelago. So, doon daw po sa Sulu Archipelago, three ethnic groups are living there, and these are the Sama, Yakan, and Tausug. And today, we are going to focus on this ethnic group called Sama. So, this is where the Sulu Archipelago is located. Kung makikita po natin, malapit po siya sa Zamboanga and even sa Malaysia. No? So that is the Sulu Archipelago, and that is where we can find this most of the Sama people here in Sulu Archipelago. So next is Sama have become widely dispersed across history, spreading as far as southern Luzon and even parts of Australia. So as the time goes by po, they were actually dispersed from different places. They can also be found in different countries. Actually, their means of traveling po is just through maliliit na bangka, and then they were just paddling it papunta po sa iba't ibang lugar. And so that is why they can be found anywhere near in Sulu Archipelago. So some of those places are Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei. And so the Sama primarily reside in the southern part of the Sulu Archipelago in the southwestern Philippines. So as what we have said po kanina na most of them are living or can be found in Sulu Archipelago in the Philippines. But large communities can also be found along northeastern coast of Borneo, especially in the Malaysian state of Sabah, where they are referred to as Bajau. So marami din po daw po sa kanila ang makikita din po sa northeastern coast of Borneo. Ang Borneo po is an island composed of three countries, which are Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. So most especially makikita daw po sila doon sa Sabah. Ito sa Malaysian state. So makikita po natin dito kung saan po ba banda ang Borneo. So ito po. This is the Sabah. So kung makikita po natin, this is the Sulu Archipelago. As we kung makikita po natin, napakalapit lang po talaga, no? So they can just actually travel as much as they can. So yeah, they can marami po sa kanila nakikita po dito sa Sabah sa Malaysia. And then this part is actually the island of Borneo. So next, Sama have several subgroups, and here are some of the subgroups of Sama based on orientation either to or away from the sea. So marami din pong subgroups, pinaghahati-hati din po ang group na Sama. And ang nilagay ko po dito is ang basis po ng kanilang paggrupo is kung malapit daw po sila nakatira sa dagat or nakatira lang ba sila sa lupa. So this is the criteria of this ito po ang criteria na isa sa kanilang mga subgroups. So isa sa criteria sa kumbaga papagawa ng kanilang mga subgroups. So number 1 is the Sama Paglahat, who have settled in the land. Number 2 is Sama Talon, who live in the interior and subsist mainly on farming. So pagsasaka po ang kanilang pangunahing pamumuhay. And the number 3 is the Sama Lipin, or the literal Sama, who live in clusters of stilt houses on the seashore or in coastal waters. So ito po sila yung mga taong nakatira po malapit sa dagat. No? So next is, so ito po example ng mga Sama Lipin. Kung makikita po natin na they live in clusters of stilt houses na malapit sa dagat or in coastal waters. Next is the Sama de Laot, or the Ocean Sama, also known as Bajau or Sea Gypsies, whose religion is ancestor worship. So siguro alam naman po natin nakakita naman po siguro tayo ng mga taong Bajau, and they're actually part of the ethnic group called Sama. So these people are also called as Sea Gypsies kasi actually po ang kanilang pamumuhay din po, one of their means of living is through actually fishing or pagsasaka din po. And then their religion is ancestor worship, in which ang ancestor worship po ay naniniwala po sila na ang kanilang ancestors na pumanaw na ay kaya daw po mag-intervene pa sa life of the living. So they actually still ask help from them kahit patay na po, kasi naniniwala sila na they have the power daw po to help them, to intervene in their lives sa kanilang ano po. So next is, so this the example of the Sama de Laot, or the Ocean Sama. And this picture, this famous girl, si Bajau girl, so actually she is also a part of the Sama ethnic group. So where do they come from, or what are their origins? So according to folk history, the ancestors of the Sama lived along the coasts of Simunol among the Timbakan trees. The first man, Maas Malakatok, was converted to Islam by Sheikh Makdum Mukhtar. So the first man daw po ay si Maas Malikatok. And ang mga kanino-ninuan daw po talaga ng mga Sama ethnic group ay makikita po sa Simunol. Simunol po is also a municipality in Tawi-Tawi. So doon daw po sila makikita. So as what we can observe na Tawi-Tawi is also a part of the Sulu Archipelago. So basically, they originated from Sulu Archipelago daw po, according to folk history. Pero actually, marami po talaga ang mga opinions and maraming mga researches, maraming mga claims kung saan po sila galing. So we are about to discuss those things here po. And this first man, Maas Balikatok, was converted to Islam. The reason why po, as we go by to their culture and tradition, makikita po natin na may similarities po sila sa Islam. Kasi, um, they are actually parang pinagsama na po ng Islam and then indigenous folk customs. So historian Salibi and Urosa suggest that the Tausug arrived before the Sama, with the Sama migrating from Johor around the 14th century. However, an ethno-linguistic study by Palesan indicates that Sama speakers had settled in Zamboanga and expanded to Sulu by the year 1000, while Tausug speakers began arriving from northeast Mindanao only around 1300. So these two historians, Salibi and Urosa, they claimed na mas nauna na po yung Tausug kaysa sa Sama. And they claim na ang Sama daw po is nanggaling po daw sa Johor. They just migrated daw po sa so they just migrated daw po, galing daw po sila sa Johor. Johor is actually also a part of Malaysia. And actually, pero may claim din po si Palesan, and it is through his ethno-linguistic study na hindi daw po totoo. Kasi Sama speakers, first na-discover daw po sila actually nasa Zamboanga and then to Sulu by the year of 1000. Pero yung Tausug speakers daw po, late lang po daw sila dumating by just year 1300. So mapapansin po natin marami po talagang claims kung saan sila galing, kung sino ang mas nauna. So let us continue. But in modern research in 1965, anthropologist David E. Soffer suggested that Sama Bajau tribe descended from indigenous Melanesians and Australians. So anthropologist na po na si David E. Soffer, he suggested based on his research that the Sama Bajau tribe nanggaling po sa Melanesians and Australians. Melanesians po is actually composed of many countries actually. So part of the Fuji Islands, Papua New Guinea. So based on his research daw po, nanggaling daw po talaga doon ang mga Sama people. A few years later, anthropologist Harry Arlon Nemo proposed that the tribe originated from Sulawesi and migrated to the Sulu archipelago from Borneo. So a few years later, so may claim si anthropologist David Isofer, din may claim naman din po si anthropologist Harry Arlon na sinasabi po niya na nanggaling daw po ang tribe sa Sulawesi. Ang Sulawesi po is part po ng Indonesia. Makikita po natin ngayon kung saan po banda ang Sulawesi. Then after na po sa Sulawesi, they migrated to Sulu archipelago. Actually, Sulawesi and then Borneo, and then they came to Sulu archipelago. So yan po ang claim ni anthropologist Harry Arlo Nemo. And then later on, linguistic evidence further points to Borneo as the ultimate origin of the Proto-Sama Bajau people. So at last, there have been evidence po na mga Sama ethnic group ay nanggaling po pala sa Borneo. So as what we have said kanina, Borneo is an island that is composed of 3 different countries, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. So next, so dito po makikita po natin saan banda ang Borneo. So ito po ang Borneo, this whole island po, it is called Borneo. And then this is the Sabah, so we have said kanina, and this is the Philippines. So ang claim ni Mr. Anthropologist po kanina na galing daw po sa Sulawesi. So dito po ang Sulawesi, then pumunta daw po sa Borneo, and then pumunta na naman dito sa Sulu Archipelago. Um, so as what we have discovered na nanggaling daw po pala ang mga Sama ethnic group dito sa Borneo, which is napakalapit lang po talaga sa Pilipinas. So next is, what is their culture and tradition? So the rituals that signify key stages in the Sama life cycle combined Islamic traditions with indigenous folk customs. So as what we have said kanina na pinaghalo na po ang kanilang kultura at kanilang tradisyon ng Islamic traditions and indigenous folk customs. So some of their tradition and culture are these. According to folk beliefs, during a woman's pregnancy, the husband is required to refrain from participating in death rituals to ensure child's longevity. So, isa sa kanilang paniniwala daw po ay kapag ang isang babae daw ay nagbubuntis, ang kanyang asawa daw po ay hindi daw dapat pumunta sa mga death rituals na meron din po sila mga death rituals, and then dapat daw hindi daw magpa-participate ang asawang lalaki po daw doon kasi um, through this daw po nai-ensure daw po ang long life to live ng bata na nasa sinapupunan ng nanay. And then additionally, no one should remain near the expectant mother's feet as it is believed this would cause the baby to remain in the womb longer. So dapat daw kapag yung nanay na nagbubuntis, hindi daw po lapitan sa bandang paa kasi daw nagiging rason daw po ito na hindi po makalabas ng kumbaga parang magse-stay daw po ang bata sa kanyang sinapupunan ng mas matagal and mas mahihirapan po siyang manganak kapag gano'n po. And then second is Sharia or Islamic law. So Islamic law na po kasi pinaghalo na po talaga ang paniniwala ng Sama group with Islamic and then the indigenous folk customs. So kanina po earlier, that the first one here, it is the indigenous folk customs, and then second here is the Islamic. So the Sharia or Islamic law prohibits abortion. It is believed that the baby receives its soul by the 4th month of pregnancy, a time when the mother must exercise extra caution. Um, so according sa Islamic law, and they also followed it na hindi po sila pumapayag sa abortion. And it is believed daw po na pagka abot na ng 4th month sa pregnancy ng isang nanay, dapat daw mas magiging careful daw po siya kasi by that time daw po nare-receive na daw po yung bata yung soul po niya. So they are advised to be more cautious, to be more careful po sa kanilang mga galaw kasi that time the soul is already na andun na daw po sa bata, pinaniniwalaan po nila. And the next is, the pagunting is seen by some Sama subgroups such as Islamic baptism. So this is also Islamic baptism pero um some Sama, some people in the Sama ethnic group follow this. So the imam cuts the child's hair in 3 places while it is held by an adult without disabilities and with living parents, symbolizing good health. The hair is placed in a young coconut and hung from a tree, followed by a celebratory feast with family and friends. So from the word pagunting, no, pagunting, ginugunting po. Ginugunting, ang kanilang baptism, kasi po sa atin, di ba, mostly ang way of baptizing po natin is through water, pouring out water on the child's head. Pero sa kanila po, ang kanilang baptism po is through cutting the hair of the child. And the one who cuts it is the imam or the father of the child, and the one who holds it um is an adult without disabilities po. Kasi through this daw po, they want to ensure the good health of the child. Then after, they would place it in a young coconut and then parang ibibitay po nila on the tree. And then after, they would celebrate and then celebrate with the feast, celebrate with feasting with family and friends. So next is at puberty, Sama children are separated by gender and receive different training. Girls focus on chastity, perseverance, and tidiness, while boys are trained in physical strength and self-defense. Both genders may learn ilmo pagkalula, a magical skill for cursing their enemies. So actually po, kapag nagbibinata at nagdadalaga na po ang mga bata ng mga Samag ethnic group, hindi na po pwede na dapat napaka-close po ng lalaki at ng babae. So that is one of their culture po, no? And then ang babae po sine-separate po, training, and they're trained to preserve their purity and perseverance and even tidiness, no, na sila po ang lumilinis sa bahay, gano'n. And then the boys are trained for physical strength and self-defense, but actually both of them can learn this ilmo pagkalula and a magical skill to curse their enemies. And then, so makikita po natin. So next, the Sama tribe religious beliefs and practices. The Sama's belief systems blends Islamic principles with local customs. They follow the 5 pillars of faith, observe Islamic holidays, and attend sermons. They also view the world as divided into Muslim and non-Muslim territories and believe in defending Muslim lands, including through jihad if necessary. So, very obvious po na they also follow Muslim holidays, Islamic holidays. They follow some of their, kumbaga pa, religious belief ng Islam. So, may pagkakapareho po ang religious beliefs ng Islam at ng Sama po. So, they also believe na may Muslim and non-Muslim territories, and they believe in defending the Muslim territories even through jihad. Kahit jihad means gagawin ang lahat to defend what is theirs. So yeah. And then kung makita ba natin sa picture, this is the jabu jabu jam used for calling people to prayer. So they also use this. Next is they also celebrate Ramadan and abide with the Muslim holidays, as what we have said earlier. And third, a Sikh child thought to be possessed by Sayitan is treated by an angubat who uses herbs, specific Arabic prayers known as tawal for healing. Each illness has a corresponding tawal to protect against Sayitan. People may use special prayers with offerings or wear charms like anting-anting or ampes. So they also have that. Naniniwala din po sila sa mga possess, and even they have that anting-anting that actually some of them believe that could protect them from danger. So yun po. And the next is when a person dies, their spirit or ngawa departs to the afterlife. Sama beliefs hold that the good go to Sulga, a place of happiness, and the bad to Nalka, a place of fire. They also believe in Lutao, malevolent ghosts that harm people by sucking their blood or air. So Lutao have a foul odor, varied terrifying appearances, and live on the mountains, but they can float over water or hitch rides on boats. So ilan po ito sa mga religious beliefs and practices po nila. Ano pong ginagawa nila kapag nagsasakit po ang kanilang anak, and then ano pong pinaniniwalaan nila kapag namatay ang isang tao. So to believe na if a person is good daw, the person would go to Sulga, the place of happiness. Kumbaga pa sa atin pa, the heaven, as what they call it. And then sa kanila, ang mga taong masamang ugali daw po ay pupunta sa Nalka or place of fire, or sa atin, tinatawag po nating impyerno, right? And the next is, what is their livelihood? So for most Sama groups, fishing is the main occupation, while some communities have shifted to gathering shells and seaweed for the international market. Seafaring Sama people rely on fishing for their food, and their only land visits are for trade purposes. They frequently swap precious sea cucumbers or trepang for rice and other land products. So actually, most of them po talaga, nakatira po talaga sila malapit sa dagat. And their main, ang kanilang pangunahing pamumuhay po ay through fishing. So, minsan lang daw po sila pumunta sa bayan just to trade. Kung kumbaga pa tini-trade po nila yung produkto nila galing sa dagat, tini-trade po nila ng bigas, ng mga pagkain na wala po sa kanila. So, that is their main way of living po ng Sama ethnic group. Hanggang ngayon po actually, that is their way of living. That is their way how to survive here. In remote communities, some Sama women run small retail stalls selling dry goods. Otherwise, Sama retailers primarily focus on the fish market. Other occupations include logging, hunting, small businesses, and various jobs in private or government sector. So, ang mga lalaki po, ang main po nila na occupation is pangingisda, and ang mga babae po ay nagtitinda sa kahit na mga maliit na mga stores, and even sila rin po ang tumitinda sa mga isda na nakuha na kanilang mga asawa, no, as what you can see here. And others are also actually, as what I have researched din po, they also strive to go to other places just like Manila to really seek for a better life, for a better economic opportunity. But some of them unfortunately would just end up in slums, areas na parang hindi talaga, hindi parang hindi sila napapaboran, no? Because some of them, also suffer from, parang basta may mga suffering po na kagaya ng discrimination po, they will suffer from that. And luckily some of them are in private or government sector. So next is the Sama cultural dance. So the Igal Tariray, also known as Tariray, is an energetic dance of the Sama Bajau people originating from Sitangkay Island in Tawi-Tawi province, southern Philippines. It is distinguished by the use of hardwood, bamboo, or shell clappers called bola-bola. So along with jerky shoulders movements, dynamic foot stomping, and the abrupt lifting of the leg, often emphasizing the syncopated end beat of a musical phrase. So they have the shell clappers and the bola-bola. Actually, I have an example of their dance, so we are going to watch this. Just a glimpse. So that is all for my report, and thank you so much for listening.